All right, cool. Welcome to my channel, Brunette Phoenix here. Super excited to finally get this project started. I have been planning this for so long. It's like I can't even believe that this is actually that we're at this moment of filming right now. First time making a whole upload, so don't mind me while I learn the ropes. Now, what this channel is going to be about is self-transformation, self-discovery, astrology, spirituality. It's just everything that encompasses that aligns you to your highest self and manifesting the life you desire. I am super passionate about speaking life into people, and I have to say that I'm thrilled about this channel is an understatement. I think it's going to bring a lot of good into the world. And if that sounds like your vibe, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you stay updated. It's only going to go up from here. Okay, now jumping into the topic. Now, if you clicked on this video, it's because you want to know my top 3 tips for manifestation. I am so excited to talk about this because I could for an eternity. It was actually took me some time to narrow it down to these 3 because it's such a broad topic and there's just so much that goes into it. But the first one being feeling. Now, I think we all know, basically, you have to be in the right, you have to be aligned to that of what you desire. And a lot of times I think we hear the tip, oh, you will feel the feeling of the desire. That's where the secret is. I actually got stuck with that tip, and it kind of took me some time to figure out that the feeling is not, it can't be separate from where you are today in your life. It has to be where you are right now. So if there's like this new desired outcome and it's way in the distance, you have to feel that feeling that you're going to expect from that new reality in this reality. You have to bring it with you now. So the best way to look at that is to find the joy in your day. And I'll give one example of something I wanted to manifest that I brought a lot of resistance in, and then once I changed the way I felt about it, better came quickly. So I something I'm quick at manifesting, I'd say it comes easy, is like jobs, promotions. I've never had an issue there. Now, what I did have a lot of resistance, and I just like full out struggled with, was my rugs. These rugs, when I say they owned me, they owned me. They drove me absolutely bonkers. I would come home and I would keep cleaning them, shampooing them, vacuuming them constantly. Had multiple different vacuums. Shark, Dyson, didn't matter. These rugs were the worst, and I kept adding resistance to it because I just was more bothered by them. And then finally, when I was like thinking about, power of feeling, I'm like, okay, it can't be separate. I realize I'm like, I have to find a way to enjoy these rugs now. Not like I have to love them, but if I'm putting negative thoughts around them, it's all I'm gonna attract, right? So I had to find a way to have joy with the rugs that I had. And I did that by one, appreciating that, we lived on them. We shared memories there. And were my kids feeding the floor? They were, but they were being fed. Like I had to literally find it doesn't matter how small of a detail it is, those are the ways to do it and to build the momentum of feeling good about those rugs. And then don't once I started to like kind of like decorate them and I started to enjoy the space that I was in, I found out that I was eligible for new rugs like within a month. So that's just one example of it has to be in the current reality. It can't be something that's separate from today or what you experience, because if you're making it like a future thing, you might be chasing that for a really long time. So if there's one tip in the feeling, that would be it for me, is to feel the feeling now and try to apply it to as much of your current reality that you can. I could go on forever, but I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. And then my second tip it's affirmations. I feel like they get a lot of heat. I'm here to tell you they're they're game changers, okay? They are amazing. So I'm lucky enough to have my one sibling is a cognitive behavioral therapist, and they've been super great on this journey for me because they just know how to like reframe negative thoughts. They're really good. Like tips, chef's kiss. Like they're fantastic. But something that really helps me when I'm like, especially if I get into a negative rut, which I think we all do, is if I have a negative thought, I will literally say in my own head, I'll say, stop that thought. And to kind of pause, I'm one acknowledging that like this isn't helpful, and then I'll replace it with something positive. So let me just think of an example. Oh, of course, I can't think of any, but something. mm, let's say I want a designer bag, but it's just not in the budget right now. Instead of saying, "Oh, can't afford that," something I would replace that with is, "That's going to be a bag in the future. Like I'm so excited about that when I get that in the future." Like you have to create as much positivity around it, because I do believe from experience at this point that when we feel negatively about things, you will attract negativity around that topic. You will, like, maybe you will get that bag, but the process to get it is going to be a little bit, that road that you're on is going to have more resistance than I can say is necessary. So the way we think about things is important. The way we think about ourselves is really important. Our core concept, our self-esteem, that all comes from the way we talk to ourselves, the way we show up in the world. So affirmations, I would say, is not limited to just saying daily things, saying daily things, saying, oh my gosh, just breathe on that. It is not limited to just like positive daily affirmations. Like that's just like one small avenue. I say attach more meaning to it. And you know what? Don't sleep on them. And if you do, use subliminal ones, because I do that too. Really comfortable. I love falling asleep listening. I'll have like ocean sounds with like positive affirmations in there, and it's great. I sleep like a baby, and I'm telling you, I wake up feeling more refreshed. So I can't not share that. So affirmations are so much bigger than just positive words. They really it's words. Thoughts and feelings, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says. It's a loop. It's a loop. Your thoughts and your feelings are a loop, and you know that's where a lot of our personal power comes from. So we really want to hone in on the way we talk, especially how we talk to ourselves and our own self talk. Now, my third tip, I have to say, I had struggled. I wasn't sure how I wanted to label this and name this, but I went with meditation, but meditation with the purpose of breath work. So making sure the goal is to really get more, like, to deep breathe, like deep breath, and like focused breathing, and just calming your body down and getting yourself to a place that is not like no stress. Get out of that fight or flight. Like, can you still achieve things? Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of another thing that Dr. Joe Dispenza said that really resonated. I think it's like, you can grow in the state of suffering, or you can grow in the state of joy. I'm going to tell you, you can do it in joy, and a great way to help you do that is through breath work. You can't have your body like struggling to breathe and then think you're going to bring a bunch of abundance to you. It's not going to work. Tried it. So not. That's an uphill battle. I mean, I guess everything's kind of an uphill battle, but to make it a little bit lighter, do some good breath work. I promise you won't regret it. I personally like guided meditations. I'm not really good at doing it by myself. I mean, I'll do it, and then it's so. I do love guided meditations. If that's something that if you want to know some that I've used, drop a comment below, and I will gladly tell you, because I've got a lot. I thought about sharing a few. I don't know. I really would like to leave it up to what you guys think and what you want to hear from me. So this is kind of like my first tester video. Woo-wee. It's kind of weird being on camera, but it's still fun and exciting at the same time. I have a deck of cards here just in case I get stressed out. I was like, listen, I'm gonna just shuffle these. Maybe at the end I'll just pop one in there just for the end. But those are my 3 tips. I feel like there's so much on the topic of manifestation that I could talk about, but if you're new to the game, those 3 tips will definitely be a good starting point. You gotta bring the feeling that you want in the future to today's world, today. It can't be something separate. You can't be like, oh, when I get to my goal, then I'll become that. Nope. Gotta start today. You gotta be that today. And if you have questions on that, don't hesitate to ask me. I will answer them. 2, affirmations. The way we talk to ourselves. It does matter. Don't think it doesn't, because it does. I think that it creates. I look at it like our thoughts are a big part of creating our reality. Everything started as a thought, so your words, they matter. And then 3, meditation, breath work. take care of yourself. So if you have any questions on any of that, let me know. Definitely excited to hear what type of content you guys are hoping to see on this channel. If you have anything in particular you want to see, you want to hear, or just see if I know about. Sorry, I just got over the flu as well. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm totally a little awkward, but you know what? I am awkward, so it kind of. I feel like how am I going to attract my tribe if I'm not being myself? You know, like it goes hand in hand. Gotta be yourself. All right, let's see. How are we going to end this very first video off? And if tarot cards offend you, I'm so sorry. Don't worry. I don't believe tarot can't tell you your future. It can only tell you what you already know. So pump the brakes right there, okay? Woo! We're here to have fun. Oh! The Sun card! You believe that? Oh, it's blurry. I don't know how to make it even not blurry. Oh, okay. Well, that is beautiful. Look at this. We're stepping into abundance. I believe everybody that just abundance is in the future for us, okay? Also, this deck, I just want to say, because I'm so excited about this deck is from Vanessa Samina, and my girl signed this. I love that. I one of those things that just been sitting on my shelf, and I felt like, no one really knows about, but I'm like, oh, my YouTube fam, they will know because they'll probably watch her too. Like, I don't know if you were one of the folks that if you placed an order in a certain amount of time, you got a signed deck. Tell me in the comments because I want to know. Do you have one of these too? But she is great. Okay, that concludes my first video. I'm super excited. Like, I don't even want to end my video, but at the same time, gotta do it. So, Brunette Phoenix signing off. Peace out, Brussels sprouts.